what I'm saying or can't see or didn't get to see something, just let me know. Okay, well, I started telling you a little bit of about the gold up here, and we saw Rainy Lake City where that was located. We traveled over here, and this was the island that started it all. But before I continue that story about the history of the gold rush here, it's important to tell you the story about how the gold got here. So we're going to go way back in time when we have all of these, the Earth's crust is shifting. And we're starting to create these plate tectonics. And well, here in North America, we're all on the North American plate. And even though there's this one big plate, it doesn't mean that it's solid. There's little cracks and small fault lines in this large plate. It's almost like taking a cake out of the oven, you flip it out of the pan, and then you just put your hands under it and try and run across the house with this cake with no pan or cardboard or anything under it. There's going to be pieces and parts that fall off, and there's going to get cracks in it. That's what happened to the North American plate. All this shifting, all this running around created these faults. Well, right here, we're standing on one of those fault lines. Over here, we have the Rainy Fault, or the Rainy Plate, and over here, we have the Seine Plate. So right here is a big giant fault line. Don't worry, it's not active. No volcanoes or earthquakes right here. Well, when this fault was starting to form and all this little shifting was going on, all the magma, all this lava underneath the crust started kind of oozing. So you take a handful of Play-Doh or dough and you just squeeze it. It's going to come up in between your fingers. That magma just started oozing in between the fractures. So the hard crust here is a biotite schist, and there's also some greenstone here. So that's all the crust. And then we also, in that oozing, all that lava, as it cooled, it formed a crystal, and that was quartz. Well, in that quartz, there were other smaller minerals. There were coppers, there were silvers, and there was gold. So, those miners were looking for these this fault line, and they were looking for these quartz veins. And when they found the quartz, they knew that there were other minerals in it because they would start taking their pickaxes and hitting the rock. When they would hit that rock, a spark would form, and they knew that there were other minerals in that quartz. So, I have a rock here. It has biotite schist on it, but it also has quartz. Who wants to try and be a gold miner today? So, you want to be a gold miner?